The phone buzzed with an unfamiliar number. My thumb hovered over the screen, ready to dismiss it, until I heard a faint, trembling voice. "Dad, help me." My chest tightened, breath caught in my throat. "Where are you?" I asked, panic rising. The line hissed with static, then a shaky breath followed. "She drove me out to the desert. Took my water, my phone. She said I'm not her real daughter. She left me here." My grip on the phone turned my knuckles white. Her whisper came again. "I found an old man's phone. I sent you the location." I was already moving. Keys in hand, engine roaring, tires clawing at the road. My daughter's voice was sharper than any blade. Her own mother had abandoned her. Not as a figure of speech, not emotionally, but in the cruelest, most literal way possible. And behind those words, not her real daughter, something inside me cracked. The desert stretched endlessly, but I finally found her. She was slumped against a rock, lips dry and split, eyes hollowed out from exhaustion. She fell into my arms with no strength left. I carried her to the car, silent, steadying my voice even though my hands trembled on the wheel. "Rest, sweetheart. I've got you." At the hospital, doctors spoke of dehydration, shock, survival. They said she would heal. But me? I knew I never would. Her mother never called. Never asked. The silence was its own confession. Back home, my daughter moved like a stranger, quiet, rehearsed, avoiding my eyes. And those words haunted me. Not her biological daughter. Why would anyone say that to a child unless it was true? Unless she wanted to sever the bond completely, to cut me away from her life? I didn't confront her. Not immediately. Instead, I moved carefully, watching, testing. I collected strands of hair, bristles from her toothbrush, pieces of truth, and sent them away for testing. I told myself it was paranoia, but my gut already knew. Her phone became my scripture. Hidden messages. A man's name she never spoke aloud. Years of intimacy tucked into texts, photos, trips disguised as errands. Then one message gutted me. "He thinks she's his, but she's ours. Once she's gone, we'll be free." Gone. Not my daughter. Not hers. Just disposable. I carried myself like nothing was wrong, wearing a mask of smiles and polite words, while inside, a storm built with every breath. She believed her secrets were buried in shadows. She didn't realize I had already become one. The DNA results arrived in a plain envelope. I opened it at the kitchen table, hand steady, heart already broken. Black and white confirmed what I feared. She wasn't my child by blood. I felt nothing at first, only a hollow silence that rang in my ears. Then came a cold calm. That night, I placed the report in front of her at dinner. "What's this?" she asked casually. "Read." Her eyes scanned, froze. The color drained from her face. "I can explain," she whispered. "Explain why my daughter isn't mine? Explain why you left her to die in the desert." I leaned back, detached, watching her crumble. Her lips quivered, her body seemed to shrink. I thought it would be easier. For both of us. For me and him. The silence between us weighed heavier than any scream. I didn't rage. I didn't break. Instead, I slid her phone across the table, unlocked, every conversation exposed. The affair. The plans. The child she called an inconvenience. Her mask shattered. Tears streamed, words tumbled in gasps. "You don't understand. I was trapped. He loves me." I stood slowly, my voice flat. "No. You weren't trapped. You chose every lie, every betrayal, every wound." Then I told her what she didn't know. Every message, every report, every photo, already sent to the authorities, to his wife, to her family. Her face collapsed into ruin, unrecognizable in its desperation. "You'll lose everything," I said calmly. "Him. Me. Her." She reached for me, sobbing. I stepped back untouched. The house is quiet now. She's gone, swallowed by the wreckage of her own decisions. He abandoned her the second the truth surfaced. Her family cut her off. The law watches her every move. In the next room, my daughter sleeps peacefully. Her breath steady. Her presence the only anchor I have left. She may not share my blood, but she is mine in every way that matters. Her mother saw her as expendable. I see her as the last truth in this hollow life. I feel no pity for the woman who once shared my home. No grief, no tears. Only clarity. She thought betrayal would set her free. Instead, it destroyed her. And me, I finally understand. Love is fragile. Blood means nothing. But betrayal? Betrayal is forever.